Okay, so let's continue with some tweets. Meghan and Prince Harry call on Britain to grasp an opportunity to change, quote, structural racism. Okay, let me copy this. Structural racism, which they say was holding young people of color back. Man, Harry and Meghan are making some noise. They should have left them alone. Especially that video that I made where I talk about how they wanted to get rid of Meghan because she was putting the hope and dreams of those young black Brits at a higher level. They didn't like that. Oh my goodness, they're making more noise for you guys. This is why sometimes you try to solve one problem and you create another. I don't think this is the problem they were hoping for. If they had just left Meghan alone, if they had just left Harry's wife, Harry's family alone, they will not get this. They're bringing the fight right to them. There it is. They should have left his wife and kid alone. Oh my goodness. There's one, I believe I bookmarked, where someone said something about now they believe why Harry is a bubble. You know? His bad boy side is coming now. But in a different way, not when he was a teen. But let's go into the comment section here. These two telling the facts. Man, that page is ridiculously funny with when she posts her tweets. I know this is just a minor thing, but some tweets she just savage. Oh my God. I agree. We need to stop affirmative action. Okay? Affirmative action is corrective policy. LOL. You missed the train. That's what happened with your Twitter. You say something, they put you in your place. What did I do in our country? Only those who are close to the influential. Well, there's a difference between a policy and a failure to implement it. And C, affirmative, action and stuff, has failed to implement every policy they have, LOL. Yeah, I got what he's saying. They put the thing, but let's say, there's a law that happened. If no one is enforcing it, like police, for instance, you have police to enforce the law. Instead, they're creating the law. So this is what this guy is saying. The thing is there. It's there, but they're not enforcing it, because they know. This is what I tell you guys. They chop stuff. These things been going on. People who they have elected to do certain things, some of them go and do their thing. And when the law is there, the ones who's against it don't implement it. This is what's happening here. So I'm not going to go to the article. We sort of know what they're talking about. But let's go to another tweet. I'm surprised I bookmarked this. And how did it come onto my feed? ABC News. Okay, so there's another one here. These are the Sussex thing. Meghan's own son was compared to a chimp right after he was born by BBC presenter, but she has no right to call out racism in the UK? Question. Look at his face. Well, I don't understand you. What do you mean she has no right to talk about it? You guys were treating her. She knows how it feels. That's pretty much this. Meghan talks about racism in her own country. Brits complain. Meghan talks about racism, which she personally experienced in their country, by the way. Brits complain. We know what their real problem is. Meghan talks. Question mark. They have never forgiven her for saying, yes, I will marry you, Harry. And it shows. Oh my God. Oh my God. I got it. I got what she's saying. And this is why I said, why did they say yes to, for Harry to marry her if they didn't like her? So it's on him. That's their missed opportunity. They should have said no. And if they come out upright and said no, don't marry because she's black, at least we'll know they're damn racist. But they were trying to, keep their little secret and stuff like that. Now it's coming out in their face, So literally just said that. Like, are people so dumb that they think status equal not facing racism and that you shouldn't call it out? These UK media critics just keep on showing the world how biased and racist they are toward her. Exactly. Can I use your tweet? Oh my goodness. The UK is ugly place to live. There is so much racism there, but but it is denied even by black people. I live in Birmingham for 10 years. It is most racist place. My goodness. And this made me thought about, and I think I've mentioned in another video, where when I was in college, there were this family I worked with doing babysitting stuff, earning extra money. And they had they made a trip either England or Ireland, one of those places. And they were explaining how nice place it was and the good time that they had. And I was like, oh, it's something I would love to visit. And the guy told me straight out, they damn racist. They racist. At first, this is, you learn from experience. You don't take criticism the wrong way. He was telling the truth. Be prepared if you do go. Brace yourself. That was his kind of a warning. Rest his soul, because I found out he passed a while back. But they were being honest with me. And look at people who live there are telling the world exactly what he told me privately. He didn't tell me don't go. He was just telling me they damn racist. All right, so that came to mind. Let's see. Number 6. Why did I? Okay. Okay, let's see this one. 6 I skipped because for some reason it can't show. Okay, let's see that one. Okay, Harry and Meghan said Britain and structural racism. Okay, that was in quote. Racist white supremacists run like headless chickens, frothing at the mouth, fuming at their audacity. See them camouflage their racism with full outrage. Don't mind these useless people. There's the yawning and hear the rolling eyes. Whatever. Oh my goodness. Evening Standard. I think that was the one that I read on one of my last tweets, where the person said they took the front covers, page 4 to 7, and then the comment section. Okay, and structural racism. Oh my goodness. I wonder how the palace is going in there right now. They want to silence her so bad they try to bury her, but she continued to rise and Harry will stand with her and protect her. Yep, that is true. Let's see the reply here. Genuinely asking who is trying to silence her. She's speaking out several times every week. Oh, there's a hater here. Shit. 10 hours ago, nobody put her in her place. Doesn't seem very silent to me. Hope she's finding her privacy she wanted. Alright, so I did a lot of tweets where people talking about privacy here. Alright, someone didn't come across her. Okay, Harry and Meghan. I'm just reading tweets. I don't have time to respond to them. Okay, Sophie Wessex just did a Black Lives Matter engagement on a white farm with goats and alpacas as the people they are celebrating. Oh my goodness. Oop. Looking forward to Piers frothing at the mouth on Twitter about this. The Sussexes are not surprised anymore. The squads, they're just waiting. Meghan and Harry are simply the best. Black History Month. Yeah, I learned something new. I didn't know Britain had a Black History Month. I guess they give them that as a small token, but they didn't really believe it. Not the Black Brits. I'm not saying the Black Brits, but the others. And then now it's coming full force now. The real leaders have spoken. Kudos to Harry and Meghan for speaking truth to power. Yep. Action speaks louder than words. He speaks it, he's doing it. Harry and Meghan is on the right side of history. Yep. I like how the least racist country loses his shit anytime anyone's talk about racism about that country. Oh my God. Racists always deny they are racist. Does challenging the use of structural racism feel like an attack on British society? Is the racism so ingrained that any discussion feels like a total attack on society itself? Its very identity. The reaction is defense and admission of guilt. It's getting easier to spot the racists hiding in plain sight when they react to stuff like this with outrage. You see them in plain sight now. Oh my God, they can't camouflage anymore. People remember their reasoning for leaving behind the UK was to lead a more private life. The reluctance to turn down whatever media opportunity comes their way will suggest otherwise. Okay, like I said, I did other tweet that talk about privacy. Okay, let's see here. Yes, people who read tabloid, but those of us who prefer correct information saw what they say about the media relations. Okay, let's see what she said. In the spring 2020, the Duke of Duchess of Sussex will be adopting a revised media approach to ensure diverse and open access to their work. This adjustment will be phased approached as they settle into the new normality of their updating roles. This update approach aims to Okay, if I had seen this, I think I spoke about something like this on one of my videos yesterday. All right. Oh, I think it was the review that I did where I said, if the media wasn't so intrusive to their personal life, I'm sure there are times they would have called, one of those outlets, do you want to do this with me? Or I'm going to do this. Do you want to come? Or something like that. Yeah. So they had to shut the door on certain media outlets. Okay, engage with grassroots media organization and young and up and coming. I swear to God, yesterday review, I didn't see this. This is perfectly what I was saying. What I realized on that interview. I didn't know this. Okay, engage with grassroots media organizations and young up and coming journalists. Okay, invite specialist media to specific event engagement to give greater access to their cause-driven activities, widening the spectrum of news coverage. Oh my God, this is the things I was saying. Provide access to credible media outlets focused on objective news reporting to cover key moments and events. My goodness. Continue to share information directly to the wider public via their official communication channels. No longer participate in the royal voter system. Wow. Okay, I have this bookmark, but I need to save this somewhere. I didn't know this. I didn't know this thing. SussexRoyal.com. Could have been one of the Sussex Squad websites. That is exactly what I was saying. Oh my goodness. Will still manage to live that private life. They all over California. They volunteering. So they doing their thing. Where did they say that? Okay. This person, I assume, there's the dictionary. This person is probably responding to. Okay, it's getting to. Okay, not this one. Yes, people with tablet. No, people remember their reasoning. No, who said that? It's getting easier to spot racing and hiding in plain sight, stuff like outrage. People remember their reasoning for leaving the UK was to head more private life. The reluctance to turn down whatever media opportunity come their way would suggest otherwise. So it was this one. Alright, it was this one. Especially the last sentence. Alright, it's this one they're responding to. And there's the dictionary. Where did they say that? Also, do you know the meaning of privacy? It's sharing your info when you want to. Unfortunately, they didn't have the right with all the stories about Meghan eating avocados and doing yoga coming from the inside the palace. Alright, so there's the meaning of privacy. I don't even... Oh, this look familiar. Did this person copy it somewhere? For those who are not too bright, this means you get to decide what to share and when to share it. You see, unauthorized intrusion. I think I named one of my videos yesterday on unauthorized something. Anyway, with respect, okay? And then with the yawn. Okay, so this goes on and on and on because I have luckily I went to... Oh no, it wasn't that one. There's a tweet that I saved where they show the cat looking all, savagely, and then Shaq did this thing here. Now that's what I'm talking about. Haters are mad, mad, mad. Okay, they do. They work harder than the entire royal family. Also, I have never seen a royal family member give up their own money ever. Also, I have never seen a royal family pay their way like everyone the rest of the world. Royal family needs to start taking notes. Good idea. What example? Okay. Good idea. What example that are being enacted today should we start with? All right. If you're in the dark, that's your okay. All right. So that's that. I think I just did 5. Okay. Which one is that? Harry and Meghan celebrate structural racism. I just did that. That was 7. I need to mark this so I don't come over it again. Okay, that's 7. 15 minutes. Alright, let's see this one. That's Myra. That's number 8. Oh my goodness, I had a lot. Okay, racist in England that has been racist to Meghan Markle for 4 years is asking what a mixed race woman knows about race in a country that was racist to her for 4 years. Allow me to laugh the way she put it. Oh my goodness, it could be tongue twisting. Keep talking, Harry and Meghan. They are fuming and it's delicious. Okay, so 45 retweets, 3 quote tweets, and 197 likes. Okay, let's make it 98. Meghan and Harry have no chill. I'm living it. Have no chill. Okay, so there's not that much comment to go in. Okay, let's go. Oh, no wonder why I guess miscounting from 8 to 11. So I miscounting when I was bookmarking them. Okay, there's this one. That's okay. Number 11. I'm up to 11, so I have to keep that in mind. Okay, Prince Harry is ultimate quote white guy marries black woman realizes stuff close quote vibes. It's almost like saying what I said before. Harry is learning a new racism 101, not one-on-one. I saw someone commented on my thing, one-on-one. It's not one-on-one, it's 101 01 101. So when you take like introduction to stuff, so that's Harry right now. So they usually call those introductory classes 101. So that's pretty much that. That's what Harry's going through, and he's living it. It's like a crash course of racism that Harry's going through because he's living it. His wife, the person he loves, is going through it. His child, a baby who can't even defend himself, is going through it. So he's learning. He's all in. He's all in. He's not stepping back. Even if he does step back because of his kid, okay, he is all in. He loves his child. I'm just saying, he's all in. You guys better not mess with him. Okay, my dad did it in 1964. He ain't special X. They didn't have kids for 20 years. Okay. Someone is laughing. It's not him. Okay, yes it is. But that being said, for one of the royals to acknowledge that and talk about it openly is something of importance. If he act like he is interracial relationship with just some quote I don't see color, fairy tale it will only she close I don't see color close quote, fairy tale it will only mute the conversation going on worldwide. Okay, so yeah, I see what he's saying. A lot of people keep on saying, oh, I don't see color when I do this and that, but when you pinpoint certain things, all of a sudden they all defense, their own defense is like, so Harry recognizes it. He sees it, especially his newborn is being treated in the worst form, so he's seeing it. All right, it will have mute his marriage as the royal male to wear a wedding band. His commitment is serious. That's right. Okay, it was literally said. What is that? Okay, Harry 36, who is 6 and thank God it's halfway. That thing covered this part. And 6 in line to the throne, describe his own quote awakening close quote to the lack of opportunities for people from the BAM communities since he met his biracial wife. The Duke said, quote, because I wasn't aware of so many of the issues and so many of the problems within the UK and also globally as well. I thought I did it, but I didn't. He thought he did, but he didn't. I'm gonna repeat myself. We have people who's been through racism, minorities, black, Hispanics, Latin American people. We need to open our eyes when we see some white people who is willing, who acknowledge the racism that is there, they at some point, you know, at some point there will be some what do you call this, flip up or slip up, where they make some mistakes because they never experience it. We should pinpoint it to them, saying what you did is wrong, but don't hold it against them. The only way to hold it against them is when they're repeating it, especially after you told them. They're repeating it. That's when you start holding it against them. But a slip up, it's okay. Keep your mind open. Let them know they're wrong. You see what you did here, man? You know, it's a little bit racist. This is how it made me feel. I didn't like it, this and that. But, you know, I can understand you didn't know, you weren't aware of it. So I'm just letting you know how it will make me feel if next time it happened again. You know, let it go. You talk person to person. Okay? Just understand, when you never go through something, just think of learning how to drive, for instance. Look at all the things that, you know, you had someone sitting next to you, you know, helping you, steering, saying, telling you this is the way you should go and stuff like that, how you were feeling. You were scared to be on the road. Okay? I don't like driving, to tell you the truth. But think about it in that sense. Okay? But once they get the hang of it, they are aware of it, you'll see how much better it is. But if you automatically hold it against them and punish them for something they were not aware of, you know, we will never solve this issue. Okay? This thing was embedded in their brain since they weren't even born yet. Okay? So it is hard to take this thing out of their mind. So they have to learn it. So Harry is pretty much, I'm telling you, I've said this many videos ago. Okay? You could look at old videos. On the description box on my videos, there are dates. I put dates when I recorded it, or when I edit them, or when I upload them. Okay? I think it's mostly when I upload them. You could see the dates. And I think because a lot of my videos, I schedule when they should go live, because I don't want to put everything out all at once, because there are times I may not come up with some content. So when the date that YouTube probably say it published, it may not be the same date that you see on the description. So that's why I put the date for myself, and you could see when I did those videos. Okay? All right, let's go to the next one. Oh wow, I spent a lot of time on this. Okay? He added, quote, you know, when you go, and I believe this is go, into a shop with your children and you only see white dolls, do you even think that's weird? There is not a black doll there. And I use that as just one example of where we as white people don't always have the awareness of what it must be like for someone else of different color skin, of a black skin, to be in the same situation as we are, where the world that we know has been created by white people for white people. That's some freaking deep shit here. And that doll thing remind me of the thing that I think Meghan had said something about her dad, for Christmas or something. Please do not quote me. I'm just going by memories, okay? Don't quote me. I'm just saying this is something I think Meghan sort of, it reminded me of something Meghan had said at some point about her dad, who, it could have been on the book, Finding Freedom. Oh my God, I haven't touched the book. Oh my God. Yeah, so pretty much that's it I was gonna say. I know I'm jumping from different subject to different subject, but it's the fact that I think I've heard it when Meghan said her dad had arranged a present for her where he mixed black dolls and white dolls and all of that to make, things, whatever. Alright, so don't quote me. The same way I came up with the idea of that video yesterday about the ardent production to click it, with the news anchor who talk about Trump taxes, is two things. I remember something someplace, and then this, I made the connection. So this is how sometimes I come up with stuff. Okay, that video was specifically was a perfect example of the way my mind sometimes work. So I had to make it a completely video on its own. So proud of him. Yeah, he's all in. He has his kid. He's all in. It would be hard to get him out of this mindset right now. All right. And I've spoke about before when after his mom had passed. Okay, this is repetition. I know some of you just subscribe. Hopefully you stay. Sometimes I said things where I put my foot in my mouth and I get corrected. Okay, if I say something silly or stupid that you know, let me know. Okay, I don't take, as long as it's not personal. All right. Very rarely I take criticism the wrong way. But I've said this before. When Harry lost his mom, he was in a different space, a different world. Okay, grief. He can speak. He can, express his emotion and things like that. In one video, I said at least they could have given him a room just to scream. Okay, if those royals don't, they don't want to hear issues or don't want to hear problem, just give him a room to scream. Just scream your heart out as much as you can. Sometimes you need that. Put a punching bag in that room. Make him punch it out. Get the frustration out. And he lost his way. All those stuff that we were seeing in the media. Him wearing swastikas. Why they make a big deal out of it back then? Okay? Look at this. It's because he thought it was okay. He thought it was okay. Look how they're behaving now. The entire island. With the exception of some few who are not in the bandwagon, calling racism when they see racism is at play. He grew up in this. He felt it was okay. I have pictures of his grandmother as a child during the Hitler thing, salute. So him wearing that swastika's uniform thing, he grew up in it. He felt it was okay. He didn't see anything wrong. And then all of a sudden, what is it? The media make a big deal out of it. Oh my God, he's wearing this, he's wearing that. Look how the media is acting toward his wife now. Okay? See the hypocrite in them. Okay? Okay, that was when he lost his way. He's smoking, he's drinking, and do all of this. Okay? Do I blame him for that? No. But if right now he continue doing this, yes, I will, because I will say he's a grown man now. He should know better. So he find his way. Whoever who was guiding him, who's giving him advice, probably sat him down and said, "Look, man, you're a damn prince. This is something that nobody can have. You were born with it. This is your position. This is what you can do with your position. Earn it. Own it. Okay? Don't be afraid of your position. You were born into it. Do, make something of yourself," and things like that. They sit him down and talk to him. He probably didn't get it at the moment. He's going to Africa, doing things and stuff like that. Little at a time, he's getting the hang of it. He's getting the hang of it until, bam, something hit him somewhere. He got it. You saw my video when I was talking. I made that specific video where I said, I got it. I see why the Sussex squad keep on, what did I call it? The squad rehumanized her. Something like that. Rehumanize her. Because the tabloid were dehumanizing her. So I got it. And when they were talking about the invoice that came out, how much they spent and all of this, and I was like, it's the UK's issue, not my problem. I don't want to deal with that. And I realized all the tweets I was bookmarking were talking about the damn receipts, this and that. I was, that's why they doing this. This is why they're doing. You guys should check this video out. Okay, so it's the same thing here. Somewhere something happened where it hit him and said, I got it. And there's no way you're gonna turn him back now. Who would have thought someone who wore a swastika's uniform will marry a biracial woman? Okay, that's because it was taught to him. They taught him that. Okay, it was okay for him. This is why I tell my husband, don't set stuff in front of my kids. Okay, in front of our kids. They don't understand our stupid jokes. We have jokes we could say to each other, but we cannot say it in front of people because other people might think it's racist or other people might think it's disrespectful. Either way, sometimes I say silly things to my husband, vice versa. He says silly stuff to me. But we get it. We know we're joking about it. But in front of people, in front of our kids, they might think otherwise. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. So teaching kids, doing things in front of kids, they grasp it. Their brain don't know to or analyze and say, oh, this is just between us. We're talking that and you don't take that too seriously or something like that. But they're teaching him that. They're saying it's okay to do that. So he goes out there and do it in the public. You know? He didn't know once he stepped out of the palace wall not to do that. Okay, this is why I'm excusing him for this particular headline that they put out now. Okay, he learned from it. He knows better from it. And I know some Cambridges when Harry's talking about environmentalist stuff and things like that. We see him pictures back then, all right, going hunting, killing animals and stuff like that. Okay, as a young man. Okay, he didn't know any better. His family been doing it. All of this stuff, they've been doing it. They taught him all of that. Okay, they taught him all of these things.
I wouldn't say it's in our blood, but at the same time, I think it's over history and watching our parents, watching our grandparents, and just learning our way through that process. I mean,
guess what happened? Once he met Meghan, okay, Meghan probably sat him down and said, look, I'm not okay with this. It doesn't make me feel good about it. I'm just saying, I'm not a freaking fly on the wall who's listening to their business. I'm just saying, okay? Okay, I don't like this. This is how it make me feel. I don't think you should doing this. And of course, they weren't married back then. Harry could easily continue his hunting and all of that. And Meghan will probably move it, go her own direction and said, look, I don't feel comfortable with this. I don't want to be part of that. Okay. And move away. Okay. Don't want to deal with this nonsense. Okay. Sometimes people break up because they want peace of mind, not because they hate the person to the core. They see this person is not the right partner for me to move further. Okay, why would I want to live with someone who's doing things that is painful to me, who's doing things that get me upset? Okay, you don't hate the person to the core. It's just things that they do. You will not be able to stand them to live with them. Okay, so Meghan probably told him straight up, look, you're doing this, you're smoking, I don't like it. I'm gonna be kissing you and I don't want my breath to smell like smoke. Okay, I'm just saying, I'm not a freaking fly on the wall. Okay, these are things. Do you see Harry smoking? These are stuff that he picked up, and then Meghan put him in his place. I could honestly say, I could tell Meghan put him in his place and said, look, this is why probably all of a sudden, when those emojis with the love sign come in the eyes, and all of a sudden you hypnotized by love. Okay, Harry always been looking for someone who sees him as Harry. Okay? Guess what? Meghan was probably doing the beat down on him right there and said, look, if you want to continue dating, I don't want to be kissing you if your mouth smell like if your breath smell like smoke. Okay? I don't like this. I'm an actress. I'm gonna be speaking with other actors. I don't want them to come close to me and make me smell like smoke. Something like this. I'm just saying, okay? Randomly thought. Okay? You're going hunting. I don't like it. Okay? If you continue doing this, I don't think we could continue seeing each other. Something like that. Okay? Guess what? Oh my God. All of a sudden, oh shit, she didn't see me as a prince anymore. She saw me as Harry. Guess what? The heart sign is on his eyes. He's been hypnotized since then. Meghan probably put him in his place as a tough love. Not, oh, you're such a prince. I'll do whatever you do. I'll go watch you doing this. Meghan was like, no, you do your shit and I'll do my stuff. Okay, I'll support you. You see where when Harry's doing his thing, Meghan is so proud, clapping, looking at this memes, clapping right there. That's Meghan right there, clapping, supporting him. You know, I'll support you on your thing. Do your shit, and I'll do my shit. But guess what? Some of the things Megan was doing on the side as hobbies, okay? Going to Africa, doing those stuff, things that doesn't pay the bill. These were hobbies to her. Whenever she's free, she go do those things on the side, you know, do whatever, how do they call it? Wells in Africa. Do all of this stuff, doing speech at the UN. These were hobbies, side stuff. But the thing that pays the money, the acting, and all of this, people's making fun of her. Oh, she's not an A-list actress. Whoever's new into my channel, go watch my A-list actress thing. Okay, the title is deceiving, but when you listen to what I said, you'll see why I said that. Okay, so people saying she's not a A-list actress and stuff like that. So what? It was paying the bill. You know, she was booked. She was doing the suitcase deal or no deal thing. It was paying the bill. She had small part in some movies. Guess what? It wasn't the main thing. She didn't have to sell her body to be the main actor, the main character. But the small roles, guess what? It was still paying the bills. This is the thing some of you don't get. It was paying the bills until her opportunity came, suit came, she was there. But guess what? That particular thing still gave her time to do her hobbies. The African tour, not African tour, no, doing, you know, the stuff she did before she met Harry. Those kind of things. These were hobby stuff. You know? So, yeah, this is how Harry probably fell in love with her. It's because Meghan was giving him a tough love kind of talk. And guess what? I don't see him smoking in public. Not anymore. All right, let's see. There's a documentary on Netflix that the Windsors reflecting on old home movies, and holy moly, is Prince Charles racist as fuck. Also, the Queen is a grade A dog mom. Yeah, she loves her corgis. Oh, that's the thing. This is the thing. Okay, good. I don't have to look for it. Okay. There's the thing. Harry the Nazi. I could forgive him for this. Okay? This is what the tabloid wanted him to be like. There it is, smoking. There's the cigarette in his hand. Drinking, smoking. You could see all the bad things in one picture. Okay? Drinking. I don't know if he's drinking alcohol. Okay? I don't know. Let's just say there's the swastikas. Okay? There's the smoke right there. Look at his face. Is he happy here in all of this? He's a troubled child. Okay? But this is what these newspapers want to put and show us. Look at Harry. He's doing this. He's wearing swastikas. He's being racist and stuff like that. Come to find out, them, the sons themselves, are more racist than him. This is the thing I'm saying here. This is the reverse part of it. These people who put these things together, calling out racist, look at him, he's being racist. You know, several years later, we find out the one who were calling out racist on Harry is more racist than Harry. You see the thing here? Look who he married. That doesn't mean, I'm just saying the irony of things. You know? And then Meghan just put him in his place. Okay? Tough talk. Tough love kind of talk. Ditch the smoking. Ditch the drinking. Okay? This is my world. Do you see where I'm coming from? Now, Harry's seeing where Meghan is coming from. Okay? So all the hunting things, I give him a pass on it. Okay? We go back, way back, and we see pictures of his family doing the hunting. So it was breeded in him. He grew up in it.
I wouldn't say it's in our blood, but at the same time, I think it's over history and watching our parents, watching our grandparents, and just learning our way through that process. Proper royal engagement at the age of 4 or 5. So you make mistakes, like we all have. and then slowly you find your way and you start to realize that you've got an incredible platform to make really positive change.
Did you always embrace this role and responsibility?
No, I don't think I understood it. I think what happened to my mum probably put me a step back, thinking, well, how could someone who did so much for the world and did so much for everybody else could be treated like that by a certain institution? So that's, as I said, it's once you understand the privileged position that you're in, you've then got to spend the rest of your life earning that privilege and giving back, and also gaining the trust and respect of the general public, and then using that position for good.
What helped you to understand that position that you were in?
Spending 10 years in the military was one.
And what did that do for you?
I think I wouldn't say it changed my outlook on life, but there were certainly experiences that I went through during those 10 years that not only was I surrounded by normal people on a day-to-day basis and being able to share and talk about everyday issues that they were going through, but it was a grounding moment for me as well. Wearing the same uniform as all of the people that I was serving with, getting an opportunity to serve your country on operations, but also being part of a family. And that's not just the guys and the girls that were wearing the uniform, but also the wives, the girlfriends, the kids. That whole network of support was huge. But I think my understanding of service and duty became really, really ingrained, or it was given to me by my service in the military, because that's what it's all about. But you're taking some people who've had some really, really hard upbringings and hard backgrounds.
As you were going around the world, how did you get more focused on things that you cared about? If a 6-year-old says to you that your country is ruining theirs, what do you do or say?
Agree with them slightly. Look, we all know the issues that are out there, with the climate and the environmental issues, and I don't want to say it's refreshing, but it is nice to know that kids that young have an appreciation and understanding greater than some of the people who have been on this planet for 60, 70 years.
All right, so that's that. Well, better late than never. Okay. All right, so these people, you think you were being negative in here, but this is how I was feeling here. Okay, it would be nice if more white guys could realize stuff on their own, but at least he had the realization. Yeah, but yeah, it would be nice for them to. I see what he's saying, but sometimes people need to point things out to you. This is why I said constructive criticism is not a bad thing. Sometimes people need to point things out to other people. They don't see it. They don't see it. That's the thing. They don't see certain things. They grew up in a perfect world. But in reality, for some people, the world is not perfect to them. So they need to point it out to them. Approach them in a nice way, not confrontation kind of way. Is when you become so confrontation, people become defensive and they put the wall. They don't want to hear what you have to say. So you have to be mindful of all of this. Damn, I think I should have done better in psychology class than what I did when I was in college. I swear, it would have been nice if guys realized anything on their own. I don't know if you guys see the funny part of this, because most guys don't realize shit. Oh my god, I think after this I'm gonna stop. I want the Prince Harry / Alexa Ohanian. I think that's what is it, the tennis player. Oh my god, you guys gonna get me. Serena. Whew, I come up with it. Serena's husband. Phew, my goodness, you guys were gonna come after me. The goat, you telling me you don't remember the goat's name? Serena, okay? Okay, I want the Prince Harry / Alexa Ohanian buddy movie where they work together to give their 4 more successful wives the birthdays they deserve. One thing I was thinking about, what I think Alexis Ohanian should do, because Serena is friend with Meghan. because he was a co-founder of which the thing is it Reddit? I think it was Reddit. Okay, he was the co-founder of Reddit. I have an account on Reddit. I still can't find my way around on Reddit because, yeah. But anyway, the thing that I was thinking about him is that he should create another platform for the Sussexes. That's what I think. Let the Sussexes on that platform. That's what I think. Create an app for the Sussex squads, and then we make our own shit there. That's what I was thinking. If I knew how to create apps, I would have done that. But maybe George Clooney can produce it. Yeah. Hegels genuinely seem to not be fundamentally wicked. He's a Diana's son. William is more like Charles, a Windsor to the through and through. What I think here with this comment here, and I think I've said it before in other videos, is that once the both kids, Harry and William, were born, the firm took care of William. Okay, they taught him all those BS. Okay, but Diana, on the other hand, took Harry under her wing and taught him her way. You know, until 12 years. Okay, Diana was teaching Harry until her passing. Okay, so after that talk that I told you, the friends were talking to guiding Harry and stuff like that, until that time when Harry realized his position, and then that's when Diana's teaching came into play.
That's, as I said, it's once you understand the privileged position that you're in, you've then got to spend the rest of your life earning that privilege and giving back, and also gaining the trust and respect of the general public, and then using that position for good.
Okay, there was a gap. After Diana died, there was a gap of destructive kind of behavior in Harry. He was grieving his mother's death. He was going through stuff. He couldn't, understand why certain things were the way they are. He became very destructive and stuff like that. Smoking, doing all of these things, and then he find his way back again, and then the Diana teaching, come around, and that's where he's implementing it. That's what I think. Okay, based on things that pretty much out there. It's like me, as Omid Scobie using the tabloid to make the book. So I'm just plugging things based on what I saw went on with the tabloid. Okay, true, but if Prince Harry can finally get it, so can Phil Mitchell. Phil Mitchell, who lives locally and is around the average person from many backgrounds. He at least has an excuse. The rest do not. Okay, I don't know who Phil Mitchell is, so I can't really go into that. Okay, Harry's always realizing stuff. Check his history. He always questioned the death of his mother, you see, and spoke out against the way the royal aristocracy behaved. This is why he left Meghan. This is why he left Meghan, was a contributing factor. But he's been realizing. Okay, let me see. I think I missed something here. Harry's always realized stuff. Check his history. He's always questioned the death of his mother and spoke out against the way the royal aristocracy behave. There needs to be period. Okay, this is why he left Meghan, or is it he let? Okay, he and Meghan, maybe he and Meghan left was a contributing factor, but he's been realizing. Okay, so I sort of get it, but it's like a one-on sentence kind of thing. Yeah, I sort of get it, but white men love to deny racism until they get involved with a black or Asian woman, and then this is how it's like. Oh, this is how it is. Yeah, at least he realized it. That's all I gotta say. Is when you in it, you still don't realize it. That's the problem. Realizing is good. Has anyone noticed that it's mostly when there's a black woman involved that there's a fight against racial injustice? Okay, that's what happened when you live in a bubble your whole life. Yeah, that's true. He's not the best looking white guy. Why him? They left royalty, laughing my ass off. She was like, no, this sucks. And he was like, oh, wow, yeah, it does, huh? I love that for them. Oh my God. As I'm reading it, I'm like, I know I'm reading. Okay, oh wow, I need to start editing. It's like, it's so dark, I can't really see the text really good. So sometime when I'm reading, I'm like a freaking 4-year-old. Okay, so let me read it again. They left royalty and put it in cap, laughing my ass off. She was like, no, this sucks. And he was like, oh, wow, yeah, it does, huh? I love that for them. Some punctuation would have helped with this. Okay. Nah, Harry was always like, this sucks. He went to the army to avoid that life and only came back when forced. That's true. That is true. Oh my God. Prince Harry's aunt, Princess Anne, knew royal life sucks. That's why none of her children have royal titles or duties. If Meghan had lived, dated Prince Harry in the UK, doubt she would have married him. Like Chelsea and was it Cressida? She probably would have said, "Love you, Prince Harry," but not joining the firm. She even said something. Her friend was giving her warning about that, but she said she was so naive into it. But the fact that I explained in one of my book review how whether it's true or not, okay, I was just going by the book because lately I find out there's stuff in the books that they got wrong and all of this. And by the way, I'm still in I finished chapter 5. I haven't continued since then. You will see how many videos you've heard this thing before. It's not new. I haven't touched the book. So in the book, I sort of discuss how, during their courtship, the public didn't know about it. So they had the time, the privacy to get to know each other. They got to know each other from the foundation. Meghan knew Harry, the Harry that Harry always wished people knew of him. So Meghan got that during their private courtship, and Harry got to know Meghan, not the Meghan who will see him as a prince. Okay, so this is that little short period of time of their private dating. That's I truly believe they got to know each other that way. So for them, even if later on, well, yeah, we see what happened. The public knows and things like that. Once the public know, they just rush it and say, let's get it on, pretty much. But if the public then know, I think it would been much longer. Their dating life would have been. It will be much longer. That's what I think. But once the public know, they already, had that one-on-one kind of interaction, one-on-one conversation, what they've been doing before they met each other, what they are doing now while they are dating, and what they plan on doing afterward. So these things were already spoken, I believe, in my humble opinion. I think these things were already spoken. The foundation, that's where the foundation was. Even after, if they decided to stay dating much longer, the tableau was going, wolf, crying wolf and all of that, I think they would still, do what they did, They had the foundation privately going on. The private conversation was going on without the public knowing and stuff like that. So, and you see, once the public knew, you see how rushed the marriage went. Harry was like, no, that's the girl I want. That's the girl I want. She saw me as Harry. She didn't see me as Prince Harry. I want to get this done so I could be with her all the time. I want her to be on my bed every morning when I get up. I want to, those kind of things. It's like, nah, I'm not hiding anymore. They know, good. I think even Meghan was like, thank God they know. I can't lie anymore to my friends and this and that. She had to keep it a secret. Otherwise, people will sell them out. And I'm bringing this up, but you guys will not see it yet. It was in one of the book reviews that I did. And this is why I truly admire the Mulroneys, Jessica Mulroney in particular. She knew about their dating. Anybody could have sold that to the British press. She actually helped them. So, I don't know if it's true or not, if it really happened, but it was in the book. I gave my 2 cents of advice or whatever I was thinking at the time. So, even when the Mulvaney thing came out, with that other social media person, I was like, I didn't even care about it. I thought it was just noise, and I was like, you know what? I think they're just trying to divide Meghan with Jessica. Their friendship is fine. They just want to create some hardship to divide them. Their friendship to go sour. I think they were just fine. And then couple weeks later, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, I found out, she put something out. Someone put something, because I don't follow her. So I don't know, but someone had tweeted something about Jessica. Their friendship is solid. Their foundation is solid. They know each other from foundation. They go to their little things that they talk about. But anyway, I'm going to stop here because I need to start editing. I have 4 videos already for today. At least 4 videos. I'm probably going to spread them out. But definitely on October 2nd, the first video you're going to see is going to be the page one, I think. Oh my God, it's so hilarious. But anyway, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Share your thought. Let me know what you think. And of course, I probably have some stuff wrong because I wasn't following Meghan before she met Harry. I knew of her, but I wasn't that crazy fan. Some of you know every little thing, so I wasn't following her back then. It's the hateful things, the tabloid, who pretty much put me into the map to look into deeper about their nonsense. That even got me thinking about the ardent production kind of thing. How I came to find out is through Twitter. Someone mentioned that she had a miscarriage. Okay, and I was like, oh, for someone, this is why sometimes you need to question yourself. Okay, she got a miscarriage, but someone like this who went through such traumatic experience should be more open-minded, be a supporting person to Meghan. But instead, she was with the other group who was putting Meghan down. So that's the question I was asking myself when I saw the person tweeted that particular tweet. Okay, saying Sophie had a miscarriage. I didn't know. I wasn't following the war that much. So I went to find out how her miscarriage went. And I did. I did 2 videos on that. Through those 2 videos, guess what I found out? What is it? Edward had ardent production. I was like, okay, how come I'm not hearing about it? That was when the Netflix deal came for Harry and Meghan or something like that. So I went to find out, how did his production went? Come to find out, for 7 years they were saying they didn't make any profits. It was losses after losses after losses. I don't remember exactly what I said in the video. I was like, how could that be? Running a production company for 7 years and you're just losing money. How do you stay in business? After 2 years, I would have stopped, not to lose any more. But that was the mindset that I had when I saw this information. So it was there in the file cabinet in my brain. Put it aside. Guess what? 2 days ago, I found out how Trump was not paying taxes. Okay, he was saying to the IRS, that's Internal Revenue Services, that he was losing money. How could you lose money so many times, so many years, and you still stay in business? And then I put 2 and 2 together. Oh, that's why he was claiming he losses at the ardent production. That's why Trump is saying he didn't make any profits when tax collecting time comes. All right, so it's the same thing, because I believe during Edward business thing, he was not part of the working royals kind of thing. So he was out of that, making those businesses outside of the royal. So he had to pay tax. So guess what? To avoid tax, he claimed he lost money. Okay, this is why I did that video. Okay, that Rachel Maddow thing clip that I came across, I was like, oh my God, This is why he was claiming he lost he lost profit for 7 years in a row. So that's the tactic he's using. And then in one article that I read, and when I was doing the recording, you know, this is why I show you the steps I told you at the beginning when you look at the art and production, why I'm doing this particular research, and I did it right in front of you. Okay, whatever you saw, that's what I was doing, and I just recorded and shared it with you. And then in one article I read, the headline was something, did you know about, I don't remember exactly how it went, but did you know how Edward's successful business went, or something like that. In my mind, knowing that I read all the other articles that say it was a failure for 7 years, I'm like, that was successful? You calling this successful? Initially, I thought it wasn't successful. But now, looking back, how they tried to avoid paying taxes, it was damn well a successful business. You make all this money, you get all those investors' money and all of that, and you claim you lost money. Of course it was successful. You dissolve the damn company and you tell them, I lost money. You don't give anybody any money back because you lost money. Where are you going to get the money to pay it back if you lost money? So that was the trick here. I had to put two and two together. This is what I said. I was living under the rock, okay? Every now and then, I pick through to see how the royals are doing, okay? I watched William and Kate's wedding, okay? I watched it. Back then, I didn't think much of them that way. Oh, the royals, let me watch it. I watched it, okay? Meghan and Harry are dating. Oh, that's nice. There's a black person in there. Oh, I every now and then I pay a little attention here. Then all of a sudden I'm seeing all those negative tabloid. I'm like, wait a second. All of a sudden, this black woman and the family, she's that bad? That can't be true. I know a black family, a black person, when you're raising your kid, I'm sorry I'm saying black, but just in general, African American, they teach their kids principle. Okay, you might think negative of them, but they have principle. They show them manners. Okay, this is what goes in my mind when I was seeing those negative those negative tabloid. African American families teach their families manners. Okay, when their kids do something wrong, guess what? They don't care if they're in public. They will take, oh my goodness, they will take their belt and show them, put their kids in their place. Okay.
An angry Baltimore mom was among those trying to tame the violence when she realized her son was involved. Take a look at this video of the confrontation. The woman recognized her son as one of the protesters throwing rocks at police. She made very sure to voice her disappointment when she found him on the street. You can see her yelling and striking her son. She chased him home, and as he walked away, trying to pull the mask off the face. That's what you would call hands-on parental supervision, as Chip Reed said at the beginning. Mama don't play. But I was watching the video yesterday. It was very tense watching it. I kept thinking at any moment we're going to see something very, very tragic there. So she took him home.
There's one video, I don't remember where I saw it. This mom was really embarrassing his son right in the middle of the street or something. I don't remember where I saw it a couple years ago. All right, they don't play. African American families, they don't play. They teach their kids manners. How come all of a sudden this biracial woman who was raised by her African American mother all of a sudden is that bad? That's what got me into it. They raised my radar. They should have kept their mouth shut. I'm telling you, they should have kept their mouth shut. I'm like, what? Meghan is that bad? This can't be. African American families don't raise their kids to be disrespectful, to be all this nonsense. I could understand Meghan doesn't understand the way the royals do certain things, but I will not blame her for it. She didn't grow up in that. But yet they keep going at it. Meghan this, Meghan that. I'm like, oh my God, let me look into it. What's going on? Anybody else is seeing what I'm seeing? Go on Twitter. Oh my goodness. Sussex squad were at it from day one. I was like, oh shit, I'm late into the game. And then, like the yesterday's video where I point out the tax thing, Trump and the art production kind of thing, I put the connection together. When I saw that, I was like, you know, this can't be. This can't be. I know the Sussex squad will be talking about the interview that Meghan did. This, I know it's in good hand. I didn't have to worry about that. I know it was in good hand. And I'm sure the British tabloid will be more than happy. They won't say it. They were happy Meghan is in the headline. But once I realized the Trump tax thing and the Ardent production tax thing and the Boris whatever deal with that 4-month-old business, I was like, this is my thing. The Sussex squad got Meghan's interview on the wrap. I don't have to worry about it. I could talk about it days later. And I know they will still continue talking about it. That's the way the Sussex squad do their thing, you know. I said, nah. This big thing, the one that they wish, you know, Meghan is coming, you know, taking the spotlight. They're happy about that. They're happy about that. But they're doing the sinister things in the background. And I said, nope, I have to talk about this. This is the thing they don't want us to see. So I have to put it out. I have to put it out. Some of you should come out, you know, I think you guys should share some of my videos. Whatever you feel like, you feel strongly that I share on my videos, please share them. Okay, I'm not just saying it because it seems like if we don't talk about things, the way the Sussex squad keep on retweeting, you know, if you feel strong about some of my videos, I really want you to share them, especially the one with the tax thing. I really hope you guys share it, especially the Boris thing, Boris Johnson kind of deal. Okay, I think I shared it in one of the posts that one of the squad had. I think I got 2 or 3 subscribers from that. You know, I put it there and to let some of the squaddies know, okay, what was going on around June? What was the headline about? Okay, because I mean, I think if I want, I could do the research on it, but right now I'm not too concerned about it because I know Meghan and Harry were in the headline all the time. If I want to know, I will go find out. But if you guys already knew or you want to go deep into it, in June, when that big massive deal, 122 million pounds deal, go to a 4-month-old business, okay, what was the headline going on to distract us from not seeing that contract going on? Okay, what did they put out? Because these people are tag team. Okay, they have the media. Okay, we're gonna do this. Okay, make sure you put Meghan and Harry in the headline, and then we'll take care of this, and we'll give you a portion somewhere, whatever. We'll give you a cut. Okay, so the media went at it, said some stupid things about Meghan. But the real deal that's going in the background was that 144, whatever the amount was, you know, to a 4-month-old. I'm saying 4 months. I wish it was 4 months. Is it 4 months? 44 days or something. Whatever months it was. It wasn't even a year yet. Okay? They probably just create this business. They create this company to suck out that money. And then they're going to maybe create a fraction. Maybe buy the PPE someplace and then resell it to someone at a fraction, you know. They double the price and say, this is how much it costs to do it. You know. They buy it cheap and then sell it high to the public. And then they said, this is for this contract. You know. So, yeah, whatever headline that was around during that deal, you know, you could see why Meghan was in the headline. Okay, these are the type of deal that's going on. God knows how many more. I came across this particular article at the right time when I saw the Trump thing. And then I was able to put them together. And after I put them together, and I was like, wait, there's more. And I put Archie in the picture. But anyway, I'm going to stop. I need to edit. And then maybe another time I'll come. Oh my God, 1 hour. 1 hour. Okay, that's way above. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.